Three-phase AC circuits. So that comparison between a single phase and a three-phase AC circuit. In single phase only, so only one phase. In three phase, there are three different type of phases you have to take. Okay, but consider three different type of phases. So in a single phase, only one wire, that is called phase and neutral. Okay, in single phase, only one, that is phase and neutral. One phase wire and another wire is neutral. Only two wires are available in single phase. But in three phase, uh, minimum three, maximum four. Okay, so minimum three phases: R, Y, B, red, yellow, blue. R phase, Y phase, B phase. Okay, red, yellow, blue. Okay, another wire is called neutral. Okay, another wire that is neutral. That is called R. Here, three wires are R phase and Y phase and B phase. In this, you have to take three wires considered as a phase. Another wire is considered as a neutral wire. Okay, same as single phase. Same. In single phase, only one wire we have to take. That is called single phase. So, what is the maximum operating voltage of single phase system is 230 volts only. Okay, only 230 volts we have to take in a single phase. So, our domestic applications, fan, fridge, TVs are all operating only a single phase. Okay, 230 volts. Okay, for three phase machines, large machines, for example, agricultural machines. Okay, so farmers are using motors, no? That motors operating three phase. So the range of operating voltage is called 415 volts. Okay, for single phase, our domestic applications, fans. Okay, this fan is operating at 230 volts. TVs, fans, fridges, single phase induction motors are there. They are operating at 230 volts. Small motors operating at 230 volts AC. Okay, so for large motors, so for agriculture purpose, so we are using 415 volts. This is the voltage range of three phase system. Single phase system only voltage range is 230 volts. Okay, so best definition, the power supply through one conductor. Okay, power supply through the only one conductor in single phase system, that is called only R phase. Either R phase or either Y phase or B phase. Any one of the phase we have to consider in single phase system, either R or Y or B. Okay, but in here, in three phase system, in single phase system, our consumer load, that means for example fan, the fan is connected to only one phase, that is called R and neutral wire. In between R and neutral, so only this load is considered, only this between these two wires our load is connected. Okay, not only R, so you have to connect Y, so Y and N neutral. Okay, if you want to connect B and neutral. Okay, so by connecting this all loads to the different phases, so the system will be balanced. Okay, if you are connecting the all nodes are connected to the only R phase, the R load may be overloaded. Okay, or this R phase, this line will be overloaded. If you are connecting all loads are this system, so only this. If you are connecting this all loads to the Y phase, the Y phase, Y line is maybe overloaded. So that's why not to avoid that. Okay, some of the loads are connected between R and N, some of the loads are connected Y and N, some of the loads are connected B and N for single phase. Okay, for three phase, only that load is connected between R, Y, B and neutral. Okay, for example, agriculture motor, this is called agriculture motor, is connected to the all phases, R phase, Y phase, B phase. Only one motor, one machine is connected to the R phase, Y phase, B phase and neutral. But here, so one machine, that is called one motor, one load is connected only one phase and neutral. It's clear. This is called single phase system. Okay, power supply connection system. Power supply connection of single phase system. This is a power connection supply of three phase system. Understood? Here only one phase and neutral. Only one load is connected to the only one wire of a three phase system. Generally, so if you are observed on outside, okay, on the top of the pole, okay, three wires are there. Okay, If only three wires are there, means that is called R phase, Y phase, B phase. If four wires are there, it means one phase is called R, one phase is Y, one phase is B, and another is called neutral. Okay, these all phases are separated by insulation. Try to observe on outside of your street, okay, top of the pole. The three lines are separated by some insulation to the pole. Okay, our phase is separated by some small insulation that is called pin-type insulators connected between pole and transmission line. Okay, separated. That is called R phase. Similarly, Y phase, B phase. But neutral wire directly they are connected to the pole. Okay, neutral wire is directly connected means that is called neutral. The remaining three phases are called phases: R phase, Y phase, B phase, single phase. This is called single phase system. In this load, only one load is connected between R phase and Y, neutral. Only two wires are available here. But here, four wires are available. Some cases, only three wires are available. Okay, the neutral is not available. Some cases neutral is available. They are connected like this. Okay, one phase is connected R, one phase is connected Y, one phase is connected B, and another neutral wire. Okay, so number of wires means you require two wires for completing the circuits. Only two wires. So this one wire and this another wire. But here requires wires for completing the circuits. So four wires. One wire, another. So this and this. So R, Y, B are three phases, and another wire is called neutral. Okay. Here single phase wave shape is like this. Single phase waveform is like this. Okay. So only R phase. Otherwise Y phase. Only Y phase. Otherwise only B phase. Okay, all phases are connected. So like this only, so we have to take only one phase to the load. Okay, this load is connected only between one phase, R load and neutral. So that's why, so we will get only single phase waveform AC. But here all three phases are connected. Okay, so like this manner. Okay, wave shape of the all three phases is like this. So R phase is starting from 0 degrees. R phase starting from 0 degrees. After 120 degrees, Y phase will start. Okay, understood. After 120 degrees, Y phase is start. And after 240 degrees, by taking the reference of R, after 240 degrees, B phase will start. Okay, to balance the system. Okay, the all three phases will start like this manner. So that means all three phases are displaced by an electrical degrees 120 degrees. Electrically separated by 120 degrees, all three phases. R phase, Y phase, and B phase all are displaced by 120 degrees. Okay, then only the system is called balanced system. Phase difference between each phase is, okay, phase angle difference between each phase is 120 degrees. R to Y 120 degrees, and Y to B also 120 degrees, and R to B is also 240 degrees. Between R and B, 240 degrees. So like this, all three phases are displaced by 120 degrees in this three-phase system. But a single phase system, so not required that concept, only one wire. Okay. So this network is simple and complicated, and less losses is maximum here. On the single phase, we have if you are considered as a single phase, the losses are maximum and the losses are minimum. Okay. So here this is also called as a split phase. Okay, single phase system is also called as a split phase, but a three phase system is also called as a polyphase. Okay, no other name is, so polyphase is also called as a polyphase. Is not right? Polyphase, P-O-L-Y, polyphase system. Three phase system is also called as a polyphase system. It's clear. And then efficiency is here less. Loss are more means efficiency is less. Understood? And your efficiency is maximum, high. Okay, economical, less economical, more economical. So why? Because the power handling by three phase system is more. The power handling by the three phase system is more. That's why it is more economical, but it's very less economical. Okay, so power handling is only one phase is very difficult, and also so to connect the large loads by using single phase system is very difficult to operate. Okay, to operate the very large loads, it's required very high voltages. Oh, understood? So 415 volts means it's maybe 11 kV or 22 kV is also possible to operate very large loads, that is called industrial loads. So in that case, Single phase system is very difficult to operate that type of systems. Okay, three phase systems are required. So to increase the voltage capacity is possible only in the three phase system. Okay, 415 volts. So understood. And uses for home applications. Okay, our domestic applications, household applications only. Okay, so only small operating devices, that is called fan. Okay, TV, refrigerators, lights, all are operating 230 volts only. But in the industrial, large industries and running heavy loads are operating with three phase system. Okay, so that is for comparison between a single phase system and a three phase system. It's clear. The next generation of a three phase EMF, so it's called R phase system. R phase. Okay, so one phase is connected like this, and it's called Y phase, understood, and it is called B phase. Three phases are displaced by 120 degrees. Here 120, in between these two, 120 degrees, understood. In between these two, R phase and Y phase, the angle between R and Y, 120 degrees. So similarly, Y and B is 120 degrees, and R and B also 120 degrees, or 240 degrees while coming clockwise direction. Okay, in between R and Y, 120. Each phase is displaced by 120 degrees. It's clear. So according to the Faraday's law, electromagnetic induction, we know that whenever a coil is rotated in a magnetic field, there is a sinusoidal EMF induced in that coil. You know well, according to the Faraday's law, uh, rotating conductor placed in a stationary magnetic field, it experiences some EMF. Okay, rotating conductor, this is called rotating conductors. R phase, Y phase, B phase. So all rotating conductors are placed in a stationary magnetic field, a north pole and south pole. So placed in stationary magnetic field, north to south. The flux lines are passing, linking to the secondary side. So like this manner, north to south. The flux lines are passing from north to south. No? It's clear. The flux lines are moving from here like this direction, in this direction. Am I right? So on that, these conductors are rotating. Okay, rotating conductor is placed in a stationary magnetic field. It experiences some EMF, that is called Faraday's law, according to the Faraday's law. Okay, so like that, based on that, the some EMF induced in this conductor. Okay, that is called generation of EMF in according to the Faraday's law. So this is called generator. A generator operating on this principle. Okay, rotating conductor is placed in a stationary magnetic field. It experiences a pole EMF, sinusoidal EMF. Okay, so motor principle. Motor principle, current carrying conductor placed in a stationary magnetic field, it experiences a force. It's called motor. No? Current carrying conductor placed in a stationary magnetic field. These conductors are carrying current. These conductors are placed in a stationary magnetic field, then experiences a force. So based on that, these conductors are rotating and rotor is rotating. Understood? So now we consider three coils. First C1 R phase, C2 Y phase. Coil 1 is called R phase. Consider first C1 coil is as a R phase, C2 coil as a Y phase, C3 coil as a B phase. Three phases we are using. Okay, in the three phase system, three coils are. First coil R phase, second coil Y phase, third coil B phase. So C1, C2, C3, denoted by like this, which are displaced by 120 degrees from each other, another on the same axis. Okay, so this is like this, each are displaced by 120 degrees. So this and that's like this. Okay, the coils are rotating in a uniform magnetic field produced by the north and south poles in the counterclockwise direction with constant angular velocity. Okay, that is called omega. With constant angular velocity, the coils are rotating in a uniform magnetic field produced by the north and south poles in the counterclockwise direction with constant angular velocity. That is constant angular velocity. So like this. Okay, in anti-clockwise direction. According to the Faraday's law, EMF induced in the three coils. Okay, the EMF induced in the three coils will behave as phase difference of 120 degrees. You know well. Okay, that is the EMF induced in the coil 1 has phase of 0 degrees. Okay, this coil 1 has phase of 0 degrees. That is called R phase. It's starting from 0 degrees onwards. It's clear. And then similarly, the EMF induced in the coil C2 lags the C1 by 120 degrees. That means after 120 degrees, here 0 degrees. Here in between, exactly between 90 degrees. And then here 120 degrees. After 120 degrees, this coil C2 start. Okay, that means the coil C2 lags the C1 by 120 degrees, like this. The EMF induced in the induced EMF in the coil C2 lags the C1 by 120 degrees. Understood? So here 120 degrees, here 0 degrees, here 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees here, middle, exactly middle, 90 degrees. 0 degrees, 90 degrees, here 180 degrees. Okay, here 120 degrees. After 120 degrees, the Y phase will start. So like this. After 240 degrees, B phase will start. 0, 180, here 240 degrees. So yeah, by taking the reference as C1, so what is the angle here? 0 degrees. Na? Here 90 degrees, here 180 degrees, here 240 degrees, here 360 degrees. By considering this C1 as phase, C1 as a reference, okay, the EMF induced in the three coils will have a phase difference of 120 degrees. That is, the EMF induced in the coil C1 as 0 degrees, so 0 degrees, and then EMF induced in this coil C2 lags this C1 by 120 degrees. After 120 degrees onwards, this coil Y phase will start. Okay, all of you draw this three-phase diagram. So after 120 degrees, the Y phase will start. After 240 degrees, B phase will start. Okay, that is called ER is equal to EM sin omega t minus 0 degrees. Start from 0 degrees. Na? That's why the waveform will be like this. And Y phase after 120 degrees, it will start. That means lag is the C1 by 120 degrees. That's why start from after 120 degrees like this, here onwards. Okay, and B phase after 240 degrees. Na? So 0 degrees, 180 degrees, and then 240 degrees. After that, this B phase will start. That means each phase is displaced by 120 degrees. Okay, so when you are extending this backward direction, so the waveforms are like this. Okay, here actually it is start from like this. No? So draw the backside direction, so it will be like this. Okay, this is the color three-phase waveform of three-phase EMF. Understood? It's clear. And then this can be written as ER is equal to EM sin omega t. Okay, the phase voltage of ER, R phase voltage is like this, EM sin omega t. Y phase minus 120 degrees lags, na? EM sin omega t minus 120 degrees. Okay, ER is equal to EM sin omega t, 0 degrees reference. Start from 0, na? That's why EM sin omega t. And second phase, Y phase is starting from 120 degrees onwards. That's why EY is equal to EM sin omega t minus 120 degrees. And next B phase, R phase is over, Y phase is over, B phase 240. That's why EB is equal to EM sin omega t minus 240 degrees. Okay, the all phases are displaced by 120 degrees like this. So phase difference between these two 120 degrees. Phase difference between these two 120 degrees. Phase difference between these two R and B 240 degrees. Okay, understood? The above equation can be represented by the phasor diagram like this manner. Okay, so R phase, when you are taken as a R phase as a reference, this is R phase. Okay, ER is equal to EM sin omega t, starting from, and then Y phase will start after 120 degrees. Na? So after 120 degrees, Y phase, the phase difference between these two phases is called 120 degrees. After 240 degrees, B phase will start. So here 120 degrees and here 120 degrees. Total 240 degrees. Okay. EB is equal to EM sin omega t minus 240 degrees. Understood? So after here 120 and here 120. That means 240 degrees onwards, the B phase will start. Otherwise, it can be written as EB is equal to EM sin omega t plus 120 degrees. If you are considered like this, so you are here when you are going clockwise direction. So omega t and omega t minus 120 and omega t minus 240 like this. If you are consider anti-clockwise direction, EB EM sin omega t plus 120 degrees plus 120 degrees. Instead of you are writing EM sin omega t minus 240, EM sin omega t plus 240 also is right. Understood? EB is equal to EM sin omega t plus 240 also is correct. Okay. So this is the phasor diagram of all three phases represented in. Okay. This is the phasor diagram of three-phase system, and this is called waveform of three-phase system, and this is called how this generate the EMF in a generator, and this is called comparison between single phase and three-phase system. And next, definitions. Some important definitions. Okay. Phase voltages. Phase voltage. So write all of you right here. Phase voltage. What is meant by phase voltage? It is defined as the voltage across either phase winding or load terminal. Okay. It is defined as the voltage across the either phase winding or load terminal. It's called phase voltages. It is denoted by V phase. V suffix PH. Okay. V suffix PH. It is denoted by phase voltage is denoted by V phase PH. V suffix PH. Okay. It is defined as the voltage across the either phase winding or load terminal is called phase voltages. It is defined by V phase. The phase voltages are VRN and neutral. R means nothing but one phase and N is nothing but neutral. It's called phase voltages. And VYN. So Y is called one phase and another it is called neutral. Okay, that is called phase voltages. And VBN is called one phase voltage. So there are three different types of phase voltages. Three-phase system is having only three phases: R phase, Y phase, B phase. Okay, so here the R and N is called one phase. VRN is called one phase. VYN another phase voltage. VBN another phase voltage. Here only one phase is connected between R phase and Y neutral. Na? So VRN, R, VYN, R, VBN. But here VRN and VYN and VBN. Okay, these are all called three phases. Understood? So Rn, Yn and Bn are called measured between Rn, Yn and Bn. R phase and neutral wire. R wire, R phase wire and neutral wire. Y phase wire and neutral wire. B phase wire and neutral wire. For star connection and between Ry and Yb, we are in delta connection. I will show you later. So what is meant by star and what is meant by delta? For star connection, these are called star connection. For delta connection, in between two phases is called phase voltage. R phase and B phase is between this voltage is called phase voltage. In between these two voltages is called phase voltage in delta connection. Okay, this delta connection. This is the delta connection. This is called a star connection. Okay, the three phases are connected like the star connection. These three phases are connected like delta connection. Okay, this is called phase voltage. That means yeah, for star connection. Okay, so this is called phase voltages. So in between R and Y is called line voltages. Okay, try to understand the concept. Phase voltages. What do you mean by phase voltages? This, there are two types of connections are there. One is star connection and one is delta connection. Okay, for this is called star connection. Okay, and between star there is a one wire is called neutral. Understood? So one is there. This is called a neutral wire. Neutral wire. If it is neutral wire is available, okay, you have to draw like this. Understood? So R and Y voltage in between this R and Y, R phase, this is called R phase, this is called Y phase. In between voltage is called VRY line. Try to understand. In between these two lines, voltage is called VRY line. Similarly, Y phase and B phase. Okay, this is called Y line. This is called one line. This is called one line. In between these two, voltage is called VYB line voltages. Okay, for star connection, voltage between R and Y is called line voltages. Y and B is called line voltages. VYB line, VRY line, and voltage between R and B is also called as VBR line voltages. Try to understand. Okay, and between R and Y is called VRY line voltages. So line voltage, Y and B is also called line voltage, and R and B is also called line voltages. But phase voltage is nothing but only across this winding is called phase voltage. Connected between phase voltage, R phase and neutral. This is called neutral. Understood? This is called a neutral wire. So voltage between R phase and neutral line is called VRN. Is called RN phase. This is called phase voltages. Voltage between one phase, one line, and one neutral is called VRN. This is called phase voltage. Understood? Okay. This is called one phase voltage, one winding. Okay, that is called one wire. That is called R. In between R and N is called phase voltage. Similarly, Y and N is also called as phase voltage. VYN. Understood? This is called VYN. In between neutral wire and phase wire is called phase voltage for star connections. So here also in between B phase and neutral wire. Okay, B phase and neutral wire is called VBN, phase voltages. Okay, one voltmeter, if you are connecting one voltmeter between R phase and Y phase, it shows the reading line voltages. If you are connecting one voltmeter in between these two terminals, R phase and Y phase, that voltage is called line voltages. Okay. If you are connecting the one voltmeter in between these two, Y phase and B phase, that will be called line voltage. But if you are connecting voltmeter and a neutral wire and one phase, that voltage is nothing but phase voltages. VRN phase. Understood? So like this, this phase voltages and line voltages are represented in star connection like this manner. But in delta connection is different. Okay. But delta connection is different. Here, so line voltage is nothing but R and Y is called line voltages. Okay. In between R and Y is called line voltages. But here, in between R and Y is called phase voltage and line voltage also. Okay, both are same here. This phase voltage is equal to the line voltage. So understood. In between R and Y is called line voltages. Here also R and Y is called line voltages. This line voltage is equal to the phase voltage. VR phase is equal to the VRY line. So okay, this is connected exactly in between parallel across the winding. Across the winding, this RY is connected, R line is connected and Y line is connected. That's why this line voltage is same as phase voltages. Line voltage is same as phase voltages for this delta connection system. But here, this is called line voltages. Okay, in between R and Y is called line voltages. But here phase voltage, here another two phases are there. That's why line voltage is not equal to the phase voltage in star connection system. It is clear, understood? This line voltage is not equal to the phase voltages in star connection system because of there are two phases are there. Here VYN and VBN are there in between these two RYN. So that's why VRY, the line voltage is not equal to the phase voltages in star connected system. But in delta connected system, RY is called line voltages. Okay, and phase voltage is called VR phase is connected exactly parallel to the R and Y. Okay, so that's why this phase line voltage is equal to the phase voltage in delta connection system. Okay, similarly Y and B is also this is called phase voltage. Okay, this phase B wire is connected here and Y wire is connected here. Okay, that is called VY phase. That is also called as a VYB line. Okay, that's why phase voltage is equal to the line voltage. Phase voltage is equal to the line voltage in delta connected system. Here also phase voltage is equal to the line voltage in delta connected system. Okay, in between these two also. Similarly, in between these two also. RB. So your R is connected, here B is connected. Okay, that's called VRB. That is called line voltages is equal to the phase voltage. It's clear. So understood voltage point of view. For star connected system, line voltage is not equal to the phase voltages. Here line voltage is nothing but R and Y. but phase voltage is nothing but here phase voltage, here voltage. That's why phase voltage and line voltage are different. But in delta connected system, your line voltage is called in between R and Y, and here 1 and 2 is connected phase voltage. Both are connected in parallel. That's why here voltage same. That's why phase voltage is equal to line voltage in delta connected system. But here star connected system, phase voltage is not equal to the line voltage in star connected system. Okay, understood. That is for voltage point of view. For current point of view, here try to consider here current IR line, so like this, na? IY line, current flowing to the I line is like this, current flowing to the B line is like this. Okay, so here line current, okay, the line current. What is the phase current here? IR phase. Okay, this is called phase current. This is called line current. So line current, phase current is same as line current. Okay, this line current, this phase current, IR phase is coming to the outside of this circuit is called IR line. These two lines are connected in series. That's why whatever the current here, same current across this line. Okay, that means phase current is equal to the line current in star connected system. In the star connected system, the phase current is equal to the line current. Okay, understood. It's series, na? Phase current, phase line, this called phase winding, and this line, both are connected in series. That's why this current is equal to this current. The IR phase is equal to the IR line. That means phase currents are equal to the line currents in star connected system. Here also same. IY phase is equal to the IY line. Similarly, IB phase is equal to the IB line. Okay. For star connected system, phase voltage is not equal to the line voltage. Phase voltage is not equal to the line voltage, but phase currents are equal to the line currents. Here phase current and here line current, both phase currents are equal to the line currents in star connected system. But in delta connected system, here this line current, this line current leaving from this direction. So this phase current, so leaving like this and entering like this. That means phase currents are not equal to the line currents in delta connected system. This is called line. This is called phases. Okay. So phase currents, these two are phase currents. This is called line current. Understood? Entering current is equal to your leaving current. Is different. Entering current is equal to leaving current is different. Entering current is different and leaving current is different. Here entering current is like this, leaving current like this, here leaving current like this. So IR phase is equal to the IB phase plus IR line. Na? IR line is equal to, it's different, and the phase voltage, phase lines, phase currents and line currents are different in delta connected system. Am I right? So that is the difference between these two, star connected system and delta connected system. It's clear? Understood? So phase currents and line currents. Phase voltages, line voltage. Difference between phase voltage and line voltage in star connection system and delta connection system. Okay, that is called line voltage in with. It is defined as the voltage across the any two lines terminals, any two lines terminals. That's called line voltages. It is denoted by VL. Okay, line voltages are VRY, VYB, and VBR measured between RY, YB, VR terminals for star and delta connection both. Okay. Next phase current, it is defined as the current flowing through the each phase of the winding or load. Okay, that is called phase current. It is defined as the current flowing through the each phase, winding or load. Okay, it is denoted by I phase. Phase current or IR phase, IY phase, and IB phase measured in each phase of star and delta connection respectively. Understand? This is called phase current.